I mean, I've seen bad things happen before, and I've seen things that just don't make any sense whatsoever. But when I look at these scenarios and these reasonings, and it's just not making sense to me. And when I see stuff the NBA is doing, and it's ridiculous. I mean, when did NBA officials forget how to referee a game? I mean, somebody sitting at home can referee a game now because no one calls anything anymore. They don't. And the stuff that they do call is ridiculous. It's like, are you kidding me? Oh, well, we didn't call that, so now we got to make up for it. And this happened, they're getting worse and worse each year. And the NBA is sitting back and they're letting people, because they know most of you don't watch the games. So they know you guys are going to watch ESPN and see the highlights before you see anything else. Last night's game between the Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies was one of the worst travesties I've seen in the league. Somebody could have filed charges for fraud. I'll be calling the Justice Department for fraud. Cause if I bet that game, I'm gonna be really pissed off. Because that was clear corruption if I've ever seen it, and if it's not investigated, they need to know why. Anthony Davis went to the free throw line 27 times. He was 26 of 27. In the third quarter, he shot 18 free throws alone. People applauded it. They applauded it. If I was that coach, I would have told everybody, just stand still. Just stand still. Don't even move. Everybody stand still. Don't move. I mean, literally, just stand still. Because it seems like they want Anthony Davis to get all these points for some reason. Let him go ahead and get it. The NBA is trying to put on some type of the Lakers a great show and boost them up. And if the NBA wants to have the referees carry the Los Angeles Lakers game after game and put them in the NBA Finals, what's that going to do for your damn league? If that's what you're going to do, I can't sit here and lie and go along with the BS and be like, oh, well, the NBA is fantastic and the Lakers they're just incredible. They suck. I've watched 4 games of the Los Angeles Lakers, and they have yet to show me one game where they were actually good. They are next to terrible as a basketball team. If it wasn't for the referees carrying them along, we wouldn't even be talking right now. They'll be 1-3 right now. This is a travesty. They have not played well all season in 4 games. That's the truth. LeBron's next to terrible and done. Anthony Davis can't hit a bucket to save his life, so they got to put him on the free throw line. This has been a terrible shooting performance. They were like 1 for 12 from 3 halfway, like 3/4 of the game. It's ridiculous. I mean, this team here, and now we got to hear, oh, wait till Kyle Kuzma come back. When has Kyle Kuzma become a world beater? Wait till we get Kyle Kuzma. I think the Laker fans are some of the stupidest people ever created on the face of this planet. Yesterday, they were sitting there applauding. I mean, applauding the fact applauding the straight up facts that Anthony Davis is getting put on the free throw line. In the stadium, they stood and applauded Anthony Davis being put on the free throw line for nothing. I couldn't root for that. If that's my team, I can't root for that. I'm like, they are messing up the game doing this. And then he didn't get fouled. So why they keep putting somebody on the line who's not getting fouled is driving me insane. I can't sit there and root for that. That's not basketball. And if it isn't basketball, then what the hell are we doing? So I had to just say, I had to make a decision. I had to straight up make a decision. So unless they're playing a real team, I can't go live for them Laker games no more. Because that's the only way that someone else has a shot. How many fouls was actually called on LeBron and Anthony Davis last night? I know LeBron don't foul people? Is that what they finna try to tell us? The freight train? Somebody who's called the freight train who runs people over is basketball? Since when? And they're gonna slap this hype job into the Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous. I'm sickened by the NBA and their officials. They can't find me. But this needs to be brought to the forefront now. Not later, now. And who else to bring it up but me? Adam Silverslipper, the commissioner, has these NBA officials calling these games and ruining it, deciding which seeding, how they want teams seeded, and controlling the outcomes of the narratives. Why is there a betting line? It needs to be investigated and it needs to be looked into. Because if they want to be declared a sport where it's like competition dictates who wins, then people will have to gonna follow the rules and guidelines that they set in their books that they supposed to follow. I haven't seen anyone follow these rules. And when I see a game where the Lakers have already shot in 4 games, they shot in over 100 free throws in 4 games. That's a problem. In 4 games. Anthony Davis has shot more free throws. He shot, what, 57 free throws already? 57 of the 100 has been shot by Anthony Davis. It's ridiculous. If your team, and they're supposed to be so good, the object of the game is to put the ball in the basket. And you guys are supposed to be the best at it, right? Why is that not showing up? I'm tired now. I don't even want to have this conversation anymore. I'm that frustrated because I'm making some calls. Definitely, because I want the NBA of investigating. I'm pissed. You can subscribe if you want. Right now, I don't really care. Right now, I'm just too pissed off. There needs to be an investigation immediately. They need to remove Adam Silver. He's compromised his position. And yeah, they need to look into this.